I'm King of the North, and I sell my skins for a good price at bitskins.com.
There are many different ways to try and take Pop Dog control on train, but nothing comes close to Gob B's double molotov setup. The first molotov lands inside Pop, pushing the CT to the very back. The second lands just outside and spreads far enough in to force the CT out completely. This molotov is slightly delayed in order to give enough time for you to get down Pop and prevent the CT from running back in. To throw the molotov that lands at the back of Pop, come to the tile with this scratched line in front of it. Crouch and aim above this line on the wall so that your crosshair is in the bottom left corner, and then move it slightly to the right. Uncrouch and release. The slight movement to the right will ensure it covers every corner at the back of Pop consistently. To throw the standard molotov, come into this corner, aim at this part of the crack on the floor. Run forwards and release when you reach the red and white stripes. This might seem like a very basic molotov to throw, but this lineup will guarantee it lands consistently. If you try and throw it by eye, it can bounce off the top of Pop and leave a gap for the CT to stand in. This double molotov setup is a very safe way to force CTs back, but it doesn't allow you to bag a kill and punish any aggression. To try and get a kill, you can throw the molotov for the back of Pop. This will force the CT forwards a bit, then you can double nade down and be ready to spam. This way you trap the CT inside Pop and can save a molotov to use later in the round. Of course you can do this nade set on your own, but the damage from the single HE might not be enough to secure the kill. I'd recommend doing this solo with Zipnix's flash after the nade to finish off any CTs on low HP. To throw Zipnix's flash, come into this corner, find this circle on the metal and follow it down until you are level with the third black dot on the right. The only problem with this flash is that it makes a sound cue as it's being thrown. This is due to it being an underarm throw. You can see here that I'm able to dodge the flash every single time. This actually happened against Astralis with JKS dodging both flashes perfectly and killing Glaive as he came down. Unfortunately there is no flash for Pop that doesn't give a sound cue, but it's better than not having a flash at all. You can get your teammates to shoot in order to help mask the sound, but that doesn't help players trying to clear Pop by themselves. You're basically hoping that the opponent is distracted by other in-game sounds or hectic team comms, which of course isn't ideal. Here you can see Stiko on his own doing a similar nade combo with the back Pop molotov and HE grenade down. It's a great way to put pressure on CTs if you're on your own. One thing you do need to pay attention for when doing either of these setups is whether the CTs have already smoked off Pop Dog. This will cause your back Pop molotov to fail. This is what happened to Big against Liquid, so be sure to keep an ear out and keep a note of the timings. If you find yourself on the CT side and the Ts keep abusing this Pop Dog control, there's a number of viable counters you can use. One of the more obvious plays is to smoke the first molotov that comes down. If they've already thrown it, put it close to the ladder and it will get rid of the entire molotov. If you are anticipating the molotov, you need to throw the smoke correctly so that it can't spread. To do that, position yourself in this corner, aim at the top left of the ladder and underarm throw. Even the deepest of Pop molotovs won't be able to spread with this smoke, and it puts you in a favourable gunfight should the Ts commit. The line of position is safe from any spam from above Pop, thanks to this barrel absorbing most of the bullets. Usually people only spam the right side of Pop for this reason, as the wood is more penetrable. You are also of course safe from the back molotov, which can sometimes spread in pretty deep. Being any further behind than this will run the risk of you taking damage. This set flash from Tabson allows your Pop player to re-aggress once the molotovs have faded. Simply let them have Pop control and peek off the back of the flash for some easy kills. To throw Tabson's flash, come into this corner of sight, aim just to the left of the brown beam. You need to make sure the glass is broken for the flash to blind anyone holding deep Pop. If you don't, it will look like this. Interestingly enough, Big have come prepared on the T side for their own flash. Tabson looks into the wall whilst Gob B holds the angle. If you're the Pop player and can hear the Ts setting up for the molotovs, you can do this nade through the window for some early damage. This lands right on the spot the back molotov is thrown, as well as the common ivy smoke. To throw this nade, come into this side of the crate outside Pop, aim at the top middle part of the window and release. This nade also needs the glass to be broken, otherwise it won't hit anything. This late molotov is again a pretty simple counter. Stand outside by electric and wait for the double Molotov to come in. As the first Molotov fades, throw your Molotov deep to force them back up the ladder. You can then hold close inside Pop and they will have wasted 2 Molotovs trying to get down. You'll notice that all of these counters require utility, and this is why Big tend to go for the Pop Dog control later in the round, hoping that the CT side will have nothing spare. As the T side, you should never be doing the double Molotov setup all the time. That would be a tremendous waste of utility. More often than not, a simple flash or drop boost will do the trick. This Astralis game is a good example of when it would have been good to use. Renegades kept playing a double pop setup from the start and were winning multiple rounds off the back of it. Had they used the double Molotov setup, they could well have been able to build a stronger T side and put a stop to the Renegades' defense.